Hey gang, Bison here. I've been currently the last couple of weeks on and off going through all my different survival kits for my hiking bag, my primary kit, and one for a work bag. You know, and the many different methods, you know, there are to make fire. I've got some fire paste here. I've got fat wood. I've got a box of the fire squares, which I can cut up. You know, tin foil, all kinds of, not tin foil, Brillo, you know, scouring pads. I always think that it's great to have, you know, 3 to 4 different options to start a fire. Matches, lighter, all that stuff is good. So my attempt today is to make some char cloth. So I have an old t-shirt here. I'm going to be using my pocket rocket here. I've got a little black Altoids tin, old shirt, awl, scissors, and a hammer. So let's get started. I'm just going to cut this old shirt up, make a couple pieces, couple strips, and we'll start from there and see how this goes. And we'll take it outside. So what I'll do is here, just cut it at this point here. And then we'll just do a cut here and a cut here. So I want to take these two pieces, maybe I'll just give them a fold individually, put them together, and I'm going to stick them in the tin. And now what I'm going to do is, in some of my research, I saw that punch a couple holes in it to allow the gases to escape. So let's just use the awl. Not sure if I need the hammer, we'll see. Nope, don't need the hammer. Got 3 holes in there now. Let's see how that works out. I'm going to take it outside. So I'm not sure how long this takes. Again, this is my first attempt, and in my research I saw some people, depending on the size of the tin, the amount of cotton you put in there, about 15 minutes maybe. So let's take it outside and see what happens. Alright, so we're set up out here now. I'm going to light the stove. Just see what we got going on here. She is lit. Keep it at a low flame. Let's put our tin on there. And I'm going to go time it now. And we'll come back in about 15 minutes and see what happens. Alright, it's been almost 10 minutes now, and she just started to smoke. So I think I'm going to leave it for another minute or two, and I'm going to shut it down and see what happens. Alright, it's been about 12 minutes now, so I'm going to turn up the fire and take this off and let it cool, and we'll see how we did. I was just chatting with Nick Guyver, and he commented that 1 hole may have been enough and not 3, but we'll see. We'll let it cool off. It just started to flame a little bit, and it's exactly what he suspected would happen, because I am using a painted box. And started to, a little bit of fire on the side from the paint burning off. But we'll let this cool for a little bit, then we'll open it up and see what's going on. Alright, it's been cooling for a couple minutes now. Let's open it up and see what we got going on here. It's not as black as I would like it. I think I'm going to put it back and let it go for a little bit more. And let's see what happens there. I think part of the problem was that maybe I did have too many holes, but you learn. So what we're going to do is spark this back up and get the flame going again. Give her another 10 minutes or so. So it's been about 5 minutes now, and she's smoking again. And you know, when I did flip it over inside to have the portion that wasn't as charred at the bottom, the top piece was brittle, so it's working, and now it's flaming again. Let's see what happens here. It's the friggin' paint. I made a little stove out of this tin. Pretty funny stuff, but learning here. Of course, it's a very windy day. That doesn't help the situation. I want char cloth, not burned cloth. So if this doesn't work out in this application, I've got another one of these tins where I'll just poke one hole in it. And I don't know why. The only tins I have are painted black. You know, when things calm down, I'll go out and buy a pack of Altoids, dump them in a Ziploc, and try with something that's not painted. You could even order the cans, but you know, right now don't want to waste unnecessary money and less stuff to wipe down that comes in the mail. Right, let's see what happens. Also, what else I'm thinking is, you know, part of the problem is, aside from maybe too many holes, I had too much in there, or not. You know, I've seen people make videos with more than I have, less than I have. I think it just depends on the heat, wind factor, amount of holes. It's just a learning process. But if we don't learn this stuff and then we go out in the woods and try and do things and we don't know what we're doing, there's no point. Like my buddy Nico said in his previous video, check him out, Nick Guyver. You know, you can have all the cool tools and toys and stuff in the world, but if you don't know how to use things, it's pointless. So you need to practice and test all your gear and learn different applications over and over again. So when you're in a pressure situation, God forbid, and you're in the woods in a survival situation, it's second nature to you. You're not sorting stuff out, because when you're out there, guys and girls, you're not going to have access to a YouTube video to teach you. Alright, moving on. Alright, so it's been another 10 minutes or so. One of the holes seems to have had plugged itself up. So we're going to kill the flame, take it off to cool, and let's see what happens. Let that cool for a few minutes, and then we'll check the progress. Alright, gang, we're back out here. This is cooled off. Let's take a look at it and see how we did and if it works. we go. That's what we're looking for. Nice piece of char cloth. Seems pretty brittle. Let's put it here. Let's take a section off and see if she takes a spark. It is windy, so see what happens. And there we go. Success. So now I know the mistakes that I've made, and next time the process would be a little more quicker. So there we go. Alright, gang. Thanks for watching. Bison.